Here is my sample area. This is just in the little pantry for the mother of pearl tiles. And this is the grout that I got. It's a Mapei Flex Color 3D frosted glass. But what's a little bit scary is it's supposed to be translucent, but like it looks super dark. It's a little bit scary to me. The other scary part is that you have to work fast. So because I haven't done this before, I'm gonna start in this back corner right here. It's really hard to get into. I have to like bend over. This is probably going to be an area where we kind of push the heavy countertop appliances like our stand mixer and food processor, stuff that might be hard to get out of the cabinet. So that's not really going to be seen as much. And also there is a slight gap at the top that right now I'm not really worried about. In this area, I was actually able to like go under. There's like a gap in this cabinet. I don't know if that's good or bad, but I was able to like slide the tiles up in there. And then in this area, there is no gap. So I don't understand it, but that's just how it worked out. So I'm gonna get to grouting. I sped this next part up a little bit because it's just doing a repetitive, very repetitive motion, adding the grout. And as you can see, the grout color looks very different than it did in the container. So I'm very happy about that. It is supposed to be a translucent grout with a lot of sparkle in it. And there are little glass beads in it. That's what makes it translucent. And the consistency is very different than, like, for instance, I've used a pre-mixed sanded grout previously. And the consistency is, like, so different than that. This stuff would, like, fall off of the tool. It was just sliding around. It was very like kind of wet, moist, if you will. And whereas like the sanded pre-mixed grout, I had to like wet the trowel so just to get it to move a little better. So I was pretty nervous about that 5-minute working time. So I worked in really small sections before I did like an initial wipe down, and then I sort of like overlapped the areas that, you know, it was hard to fill in all those little grout lines, especially towards the top of the cabinets. And I also had a hard time at the bottom too. And I just didn't have a ton of room to work in. So I would say as a beginner, like, I'm glad that I didn't, you know, I took the time, I did the 5 minutes, and I did wipe down, and it did work out well. And you guys will see the results at the end, but I'm pretty happy. And the other thing I would advise myself on if I could go back is, you know, I was pushing so hard. I was using a lot of muscles when I didn't really need to. I could have just let the tool do the work. It didn't really help that I was pushing extra hard, and I did realize that by the very end. But here at the midway point, I was like sweating, you guys. I don't know why I was doing this so hard when I really didn't need to be. And I should have used, like, yeah, I should have done that. I should have used the big side and went diagonally more. And I had this little like scooper tool. As you can see, I was scooping it out of that container. But overall, it turned out really good, guys. I am super happy, and it's gonna look really good in the rest of my kitchen as well. Okay, here it is. I finished, and I turned the lights off so you could see how glittery and shimmery it looks. And it does not look this glittery and shimmery with the overhead lighting, but look at that. So much glitter, so much shimmer. It looks so good, and I'm super proud of myself, and I can't wait to do more.